Hey guys, Kawil here, and I'm bringing you some support action. I'm not going to be screaming in your ear too much this time, but I just want to let you know I have the capability of doing just that. Anyway, so you're going to see very many different clips kind of cut up and mishmashed together for you guys. I'm going to try and give you the sound as best as I can, because in this game, BF1, even though it's not perfect, the sound is very important, because you can actually hear people coming up behind you. You can hear people screaming. And I have something in my eye. I have
enemy tank.
My Merry Christmas holiday cup. Whatever. It's full of coffee, because that's the way I roll. Anyway, I just want to talk to you guys about playing support. And
one of those.
My first video, and I apologize I haven't gotten any videos out to you guys, but I just haven't gotten any videos out to you guys. I did a couple of live streams, 3 or 4. A couple of them are up on YouTube. I think a couple of them may be still available in Twitch. Check out my channels, both of those areas. I still got something in my fucking eye. Okay, so we're gonna be running here with 2 guns. Sorry, I had to. This first gun that you were seeing me playing with is the Benet Mercier. Did I get the names right? 1909. This is the suppressive version. I think it's actually called the optical, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know why they call in one thing but it's got a scope. It's got a scope, okay? It shoots a little bit slower. It's like 450 rounds per minute. It's got a small clip. It's got 30 rounds per clip, per magazine clip. I don't know, however you freaking experts want to roll me on what the difference is between a mag or a clip. It's got 30 rounds and you can shoot. Okay. The other gun you're going to see in the second part of the video is actually the MG15A suppressive. I think I got that right. Which shoots a bit quicker. I think it's 500 rounds per minute, so it's 50 more than this one. Shoots a bit quicker. I find that, and this one is before the patch. This one is before the patch we had back in November. So this is all this footage of the Benet Mercier. As you can see, it's a freaking laser. It is absolutely a laser. The thing of it is that, let me show you what you guys have to do. You guys have to pull down on your joystick. Y'all have to pull down on that joystick when you're shooting. Watch. You gotta pull down just a little bit to control that recoil. I found that with the Benet Mercier, you do not have to do that as much. With the MG-A15, forgive me, the faster round one, you have to pull it down a bit harder, and that can lead to you looking straight to the ground. I'm just saying you can look. It's down there. No, it's supposed to be right there. Playing support is actually really, really fun. I don't know why people are having a problem with saying that support, and this is just a little trolling that we were doing here. I was following this guy around, and we were slashing each other in the back. I think I got him a couple times. He got me a couple times. It was just fun. I mean, I wasn't really trolling. I was just having fun. But this right here is the epitome of a support. You're kicking back, and the battlefield after a while turns into an actual pitted hole of death, of hell. So you can actually camp. Yes, I said that. Camp. You can camp inside of one of these blasted out holes, and just set up shop. Now, if you're running with a suppressive or the Benet Mercier, I think it's the optical. I forget.
Some ammo. Grab it.
I forget, but it's the one with the scope, as you can tell with the scope. You actually get a bipod, and you get that bipod and you go prone, or if you can hook up somewhere where you can actually put your bipod on it. Limpid charge! I love the limpid charge! It's got a little bit of a bug on it, I'm going to admit, because sometimes it just doesn't stick. You'll throw it, and it'll just... Sometimes it doesn't stick. But it's great for taking out tanks. I think it does 50 damage, or 25 damage, or 30 damage. But if you get it on the side of a big tank, you can actually take out one of the weapons on the side, or on the front, or any of the tanks. It's also good for taking out buildings. You put it on the side of a building, and boom, the entire wall goes. You put it inside of a building on the ceiling, and boom, the entire ceiling comes down, and most of the building comes down. So you can take people out that are above you, even that are below you, as long as you don't kill yourself from your own limpy limp. But this is what it's about, guys. You can become a mobile, and I just got killed because I stayed in one place too long. I wasn't watching the other side of me. Another thing, guys, you're going to notice, I throw out my cookies, the ammo packs, as much as possible. Now, the reason I do this is because, first off, that's what you're supposed to do as a support class. As a support class, your job is to keep your team supplied. Supplied with the shit that they need to make your job easier, because let's face it, this is part of the problem that people have with the support class, is that some of the weapons are deemed inferior. Okay? When I say that they are deemed inferior, they don't shoot 700 rounds a minute. They are not super accurate unless you're sitting down with a bipod, kicking back and just completely wrecking people. Look at that. It's a laser. The Benet Mercedes is a laser. You fire that bitch, and pat, 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 pat. And I changed my buttons. I'm going to tell you, I changed my buttons. You can change, because originally it's this way. If I'm getting this right, it's aim and shoot. But if you go into the PS4 settings, you can actually change the button configuration to make this one aim and this one shoot.
We have lost.
And whenever you see me looking up, I'm looking at myself in the camera because I'm just that gorgeous. But anyway, are you guys ready for another limpet charge? Are you guys ready for another limpet charge? Can I get an amen from the collective? Thank you, Lord! I said I wasn't going to yell that much, but you know me. It's just kind of required that I do it every once in a while. Now, this is what I'm talking about. I was hooking up with, forgive me, DM. He's going to know DM who I'm talking about. LGNZ. I don't know which tag he goes by in Battlefield 43. Everybody's got so many damn tags. I have no idea which tags are the right ones. But LGNZ, I was in a group with him, and you can see him down on the bottom. His name is Captain something. I can't really read it on my screen. But anyway, Captain, the CPT guy, he is an awesome assault player. And he just spawned on me, and he's up that way. Look, there he is. Just keep tossing him shit. Just keep tossing, because he's got that AT rocket gun. He's got that AT rocket gun, and he can freaking roll tanks with that shit. You just keep feeding it to him. Keep feeding it to him. You keep this nice, and you just prone, and you're spotting people. It's like you're a sniper. It's almost like you're a sniper. Keep feeding him. Keep feeding him. If you can hook up with another guy, with a sniper, or with an assault, you guys can keep the field lit up red. Or you can take out tanks, or you can help take out tanks if you can't get to them yourself. Now, Captain, I think his name is Poo Producer. He got rolled right there. So I'm just going to kick back, but with all those AT rockets, he was able to get that tank down pretty far so somebody else could come in and roll it. Now we're going to be rolling with the MG-NA, and I think I switched back a while back. This is the MG-A15. And it is also a laser. As you can tell, it shoots a bit quicker. It is also available. You go prone, or you hook up against something. You put that bipod down on. It is a laser. However, I have noticed that it is a bit erratic side to side. And like I said before, you also have to really pull down on that stick if you're going to be standing trying to shoot somebody, because that shit's going to go brrr. It will actually get the hell out of your hand. I mean, I'm just saying. You seen those videos of people, especially the young ladies, and they're trying to shoot a gun and the freaking scope smacks them in the eye? This is exactly what's going to happen with the MG and A15 suppressive, whatever the hell gun it is. It can literally jump out your hand. So you gotta pull that shit back. Pull it back. I'm gonna take some coffee now because we got about another 6 minutes to go, guys. Now I'm gonna make a plea. I'm gonna make a plea to every single class right now. First off, if you are assault, if you are assault, get with a good support guy so he can keep feeding you shit. Okay? I don't have anything other than for assault because they can't give anything to other people. They can't give health, they can't give supplies, they can't give anything except raw output. And this is on Suez Canal, and I'm just showing you this right here because this was actually really crazy. And we'll talk about Suez Canal here in a bit. Okay, so the deal with this is simple. The deal with this is simple. If you are a medic class, what you guys need to do is you need to pre-toss your bags. This is the same with support. Medic and support, pre-toss your bags. If you're in an area, if you get to a flag, if you get to a corner, throw a couple of bags out. Throw at least one bag down. If it's not for you, somebody will come up behind you or come around the corner and they might need health. The same thing with the support. If you get yourself, you hooked up on a flag and you're trying to turn it, or there's a bunch of people trying to kick your ass, throw bags just around you. Throw one to the left, one to the right. Right? Somebody's gonna need some ammo. The same with the medic. Guys, please do that. Snipers, scouts, please use the flare to spot the enemy. I look, lately in the last week, I've been, well, I always do this, but I spawn on a sniper and I give him shit right away. Because they're off in the freaking other side of the goddamn world. Trying to go for 1,000 meter headshots. So I'm like, alright, so I give them some shit. But sometimes I get lucky and I kill a sniper and I try to pick their shit up, pick their kit up, so I can see if they have spotting flares, so I can shoot one in the air and then go back to my own kit. I've been noticing the snipers a lot don't do that. They don't have those. They're using those tripwires instead, and I'm like, guys, who gives a shit if you get killed when you're 5,000 miles away from the enemy? I mean, if you get killed 5,000 miles away from the enemy, that's because you stayed in this place for too goddamn long. Somebody came up and freaking shivved your ass. More coffee. We got about 4 minutes. 5 minutes. You notice I keep throwing my shit as much as I possibly can. And you get a little lucky with the nade. I mean, because that's what I do. I will have some video of for you guys in my next video with the new crossbow. I have mixed feelings about it. I really have mixed feelings. I thought it was going to be really good. Because I thought it was going to be something else for the support to have that was better for vehicles. Better against vehicles. But the high explosive grenade from the crossbow does 8 damage, 9 damage against a tank. The limpet charge alone does at least 20 damage. Granted, you got to get up close, but I think, and I know this is a team game. I know this is a team game. You're supposed to gang up on tanks. I know this. But see, this gun can be an absolute laser. Look at this. Look at it. Tap, 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 tap. Tap that shit, baby. Tap it. Tap that ass. But, so, anyway, to get back in my roundabout way that I like to do. Scout and medic. You need to pre-bag your area. You get to a corner, throw a bag down. I don't care if you're support or medic. Throw a bag down. You don't need it. It's not for you. It's for somebody else that is coming up behind you or that might need it. If you're using those big boxes, I kind of like those because they can fill up everybody in the area. But then again, you can't toss them to people. If you notice, anytime that R1 comes up, somebody needs health or somebody needs ammo, you can toss that shit like cookies. Toss that. Toss it. Toss it. You can arm and heal your people on the fly with the little tiny bags. I like to call them my tea bags. Because they're kind of like tea bags because you can two at a time. You know? So guys, I'm going to ask you again, medic and support. Please toss your bags in the area you're in. You don't have to target somebody unless somebody needs them, but you don't have to target somebody. Somebody's going to need that later. Trust me. Because you are also a really good spawning mobile, spawning player person. Yes, I camp a lot. I'm just going to say I camp a lot. But this on Monte Grappa, the snipers love to get on that mountain that I was just on the other side behind me. They love to get there. They absolutely love to get there. So you have to be careful behind. But this, we're going to storm deep. Now, when you're coming up the mountain, you got to be really... See, I tossed some shit to him. I'm like, no, you can't get there. No, you can't get there. I needed some more coffee. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just... By the way, this footage is over weeks. And you get prone, boom, it's a laser. All right, now you're on the point. Now you're on a point. I haven't tossed any bags. I haven't been following my own rules. But here we go. We're going to toss a bag. We tossed the bag. That's not for us. That's for just anybody. Now we're going to put a limpet charge. 2 limpet charges will take out the big gun. Now the reason that I threw that up there right now, I know that there's nobody in it. But watch. The next limpet charge will take that shit out. I'm just saying it does that. Anyway, guys, we're coming up on the end of the video. We got about a minute left, give or take. See, and I told you, it only takes 2 limpet charges to take that shit down. And you actually kill the guy underneath. But so, at the end of the video, you're going to see, which I think is one of the most spectacular things I've seen that is part of the Battlefield series that they just made absolutely better with this rendition. And that is the... that is when the behemoth, when you finally kill it, or it gets killed, whichever side, and it comes down. It's gorgeous. I'm just saying, it's absolutely... I got a hair in my eye. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to give you an extended clip of that at the end. I'm not going to talk, because you guys should just experience the wonder and awe that is me belching in your ears. But anyway, to digress, it is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the thing with the behemoth, wherever it gets killed, that's where it lands. So it can land on top of you, it can land off the map, it can land in the middle of the map, and then what happens is the shit stays there. The debris stays there. Yeah, if this is a laser, if you tap that shit, that's a long way. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let it go. Please enjoy the rest. Have a good one, folks.